Jennifer Lopez ex-husband Ben Affleck ruined Jennifer Garner's ability to trust. Will she not get married because of it? We got to talk about this and more, honey. But before we get into it, hi, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, my whole vibe is your pop culture messy bestie. I'm so grateful and thankful to be here with you all. Listen, if this is the first time you're ever on my channel, the whole vibe is basically Disney sparkle hangout session. Like we're at a slumber party and we're just having fun and keeping each other company, honey. That is literally the vibe. So if you're looking for a new messy bestie to keep you company, honey, well, subscribe. Okay, best friend, we got to talk about one of my favorite actresses, Jennifer Garner. She has a new show coming out and the cast is fabulous. So you can watch that on Peacock when it comes out, girl. There's something about Jennifer Garner. I always say this. I just think she's so kind. You know, I think she seems so sweet. She seems so kind. She seems so like she always has cookies baking and pies and pineapple pineapple upside down cake and stuff. Girl, she also looks like she could be a freak in the bed. Not gonna lie, bitch. But anyways, listen. So, Jennifer Garner may be thinking about marriage again, but one reported condition is leading the conversation first. It says here, Jennifer is not someone who rushes into major financial decisions. An insider quoted saying, as talk around a possible wedding with longtime boyfriend John Miller picked up. The actress and John Miller have been together since 2018. Now, their relationship has been super private, but apparently they're ready to take the next step. Sources are saying that Jennifer Garner is weighing marriage to John Miller through a practical lens. The outlet reported that engagement talk grew louder after she was seen wearing a diamond ring. Recently, Jennifer reached an estimated $845 million valuation of her company Once Upon a Farm. So the wedding discussions are now tied to bigger questions about structure, timing, and financial protection. For context, Jennifer Garner was previously married to Ben, and obviously they have 3 children, and apparently they didn't really have a lot of financial issues because they were both breadwinners, so it was all good. But according to the report, the actress is focused on long-term stability, especially her children and business interests are concerned. One source said Jennifer has spent years quietly building a life and career that she is incredibly proud of. The insider added that her company's recent growth changed her financial position in a major way. Because of that, the Marvel actor is said to think carefully about assets, investments, and business interests before making any marriage decision. Meanwhile, the report mentioned that the awareness came from her previous experience rather than any relationship doubts. The insider said Jennifer approaches relationships with a lot more perspective now than she did earlier in her life. The source added she is incredibly happy with John and believes in what they have together. However, the same person said discussing legal and financial agreements before marriage about being responsible. Okay, so first of all, can I just give myself some props, bitch? Because I read that fabulous. I messed up a little bit, but has my reading not improved, girl? And for all the new people saying, you're reading, girl, aren't you an adult? Yes, bitch, let me tell you something, okay? I have dyslexia. And for many, many years, the words jumped. So sometimes, like, they just fucking jump. It's like they're having, like, a fucking parade. There's like the Macy's parade, like the goes there, is goes there, where goes there, and then a big ass word just kind of, so I've been trying to get all that under control. So I am very proud of myself when I read perfectly. Anyways, girl, I think that a prenup is 1000% needed. Okay, a prenup is so important, especially, girl, if you are dealing with, unfortunately, look at the cases before her. Kelly Clarkson. Girl, what was that? Oh, my dog sneezed, and I was like, girl, what in the Casper the Friendly Ghost? Kelly Clarkson, right? I can't even name so many actresses that have fallen into that thing where they have to pay their ex-spouse hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And now that Jennifer Garner's company is growing and it's valued at $845 million, you think that she's gonna play with that money, honey? That money she's worked really hard for. It's for her family, it's for her children, and she needs to protect it. And I'm sorry, but when it comes to money, people forget their values. People forget their home their home, what is it called, their home training. Okay, they forget their values, they forget their integrities, they forget everything. So when they see money coming in, their greed starts coming, and then they just want to fucking grab somebody and just use them and just try and squeeze them out of every single dollar, even things that they had no part in. So yeah, I don't blame her for wanting to do it. So I don't think it's much of a trust thing. I think she's just being smart. And I think anybody who has things that they want to protect should get a prenup. You don't need millions of dollars to get a prenup. Even if you have, a Pokemon collection, or you have something that you have cared for and want to protect, put it in that shit and have it signed. And for those who are scared or who are not willing to sign a prenup, don't marry them, girl, because money should not be anything, girl. I really feel like, okay, look, whatever you came into this marriage with, you leave with. Whatever I came in, I leave with. If we do anything together, it will be 50-50. But any money that I earn from my job is mine, period. Whatever you earn is yours, period. There's no ifs, buts, or whens about it, okay? Now, a lot of people, of course, say, but what if the wife is a stay-at-home, mom? And if for me, honey, that's a fucking 24-hour job, okay? So that's also can come into a little more, it's a little bit difficult, because then I do believe that they are owed, a very good sum. You know what I mean? Because that was their job, and I think oftentimes I've seen situations where stay-at-home parents, they leave that situation, in a very, very bad spot. I've seen it in person. I've seen it with some of my mom's friends. I'll tell you about a quick story. My mom had a friend who she was married to her husband, and her husband had a lot of money, a shit ton of money. His family was fucking rich. I'm talking about they had a private jet for the family to share, okay? Anyways, so he was on with the money. She had a job when they first met, but then she got pregnant. So the guy was like, okay, girl, listen, I want you to stop working. Just stay home with the child and, just be, right? Join a gym, join the club, the golf club, be social, be a socialite. Just that's your job, is to just live a life of luxury. So of course the friend was like, okay, girl. She quit her job, this and that. Anyways, so in the first couple of years, things were perfect. She was rocking new cars that he would give her, but she did sign a prenup, okay? Very stupidly. And she was literally given all the things, the jewelry, the cars, the allowance, all of it, girl. She was living the best life. They lived in a mega mansion. It was just fabulous for her. Well, he ended up cheating and falling in love with somebody else from his job, honey. And girl, she hit the road. He kicked her out of that house because it did not belong to her. Her name was never on the deed or whatever it's called. You guys, she literally had to in days, of course, because he got money. They did some shady shit legally. She's good now, but for a year, she had to live in this studio apartment. Her child got taken away because she couldn't afford it. She didn't have nothing to her name, nothing. And there was a clause on the prenup that all the jewelry that he gave her was she was so dumb for signing that, but all the jewelry that he gave her, she had to she couldn't keep, basically. So it was just so crazy. And then of course things started to become very illegal from his part, and she luckily got the help she needed, and she got what she deserved, because they had been really doing illegal shit with that prenup towards her. But you got to take care of yourself and you got to protect yourself. You could be in so much love today, but you just never know what can happen tomorrow. So, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between, honey, sign that prenup, okay? Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Love to hear from you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.